99.9% of girls will chase you like crazy after learning this hack, Muse. Wisdom, have you ever noticed how some individuals seem to captivate a room the moment they enter, effortlessly commanding the spotlight without saying a word? In today's video, we're delving into the secret traits that make people unforgettable: unshakable confidence, magnetic charisma, and exceptional communication skills. These qualities go beyond just attracting attention. They are the cornerstone of creating deep, meaningful connections that stand the test of time. Stay with us until the end to discover how you can cultivate these qualities and leave a lasting impression wherever you go. And if you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell to stay in the loop for all our upcoming content. I'd love to hear what you think about today's discussion. Drop a 1 in the comments if it resonates with you, or a 0 if it doesn't. Your feedback is incredibly valuable, helping me tailor future videos to better serve your interests. Let's dive in. Confidence and charisma. In a world where surface-level attractions dominate, true confidence and charisma are the unseen forces that capture attention and build lasting connections. Confidence is not a loud proclamation. It's a quiet yet powerful presence. A deep sense of self-assuredness that can be felt before a single word is spoken. When a man enters a room, it's not his clothes or appearance that stand out, but the way he carries himself. His movements are deliberate, his posture grounded in self-respect, and his energy calm yet magnetic. This is the essence of confidence, an inner belief in one's own worth that radiates outwards, effortlessly drawing others in. Women are naturally drawn to this kind of quiet strength because it signals stability, reliability, and safety. It's the kind of confidence that doesn't seek validation but exists independently of others' opinions. This is the confidence that builds lasting attraction because it is authentic and doesn't waver with external circumstances. As the old Stoic once said, "He who is brave is free, a man who can stand firm in his own truth and is undeterred by the opinions of others is one who radiates true power." Charisma is the natural partner to confidence, an artful, magnetic quality that makes a person unforgettable while confidence grounds a man. Charisma elevates him, turning him from someone who is admired into someone who is adored. Charisma is not a performance. It's the genuine ability to make others feel seen and heard. A charismatic man does not dominate a conversation, but rather listens deeply, responding with empathy and curiosity. He makes others feel valued, respected, and important. This quality is what women find most attractive: a man who doesn't just talk to them, but makes them feel like they are the center of the universe in that moment. This connection forged through meaningful conversation is what lingers long after the interaction is over, creating a lasting emotional impact. Charisma, when combined with confidence, is irresistible. It is a force that draws people in and leaves them wanting more. As the old Stoic teachings remind us, the greatest wealth is to live content with little. A man who is comfortable in his own skin, able to connect with others from a place of true sincerity, becomes a beacon of attraction in a world full of distractions. In mastering both confidence and charisma, a man taps into a deeper part of his being, one that understands the power of body language. The way you stand, with shoulders back and chest open, speaks volumes. Eye contact, steady and warm, communicates openness and interest. A genuine smile can melt barriers, while small gestures like nodding and leaning forward show that you are present and engaged. These unspoken cues, when coupled with confident words and a calm demeanor, create an aura of strength and warmth that women find both comforting and magnetic. It's a balance of power and gentleness that makes a man approachable yet commanding, humble yet confident. And this is the type of energy that naturally attracts others to him. Women are not drawn to men who need constant validation. They are drawn to men who are sure of themselves, who offer stability and security in a world that often feels uncertain. This is the kind of charisma that doesn't fade with time but only grows stronger. as it becomes a core part of what you are. As the Stoics say, you have power over your mind. Not outside events realize this, and you will find strength, confidence, and charisma are the results of mastering your mind, controlling your emotions, and remaining unwavering in the face of challenges. True confidence and charisma don't need to compete for attention. Instead, they naturally command it. A man who is rooted in self-assurance doesn't chase after approval. His presence alone demands respect and admiration. This is the kind of man women are drawn to, someone who doesn't need to perform or prove himself, but is simply present, radiating calm, strength in a world full of noise and distractions. True confidence is rare, and when it is coupled with charisma, it becomes a beacon of attraction. Women are instinctively drawn to this combination because it promises security, peace, and connection qualities that are more enduring than fleeting physical attraction. As the old Stoic would remind us, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants, a man who seeks nothing but the inner peace of his own self. Worth doesn't chase after external validation. Instead, he becomes a source of stability and strength for others. Charisma is the secret ingredient that turns good conversations into unforgettable moments. It's not about impressing others with grandiose words or stories. It's about making the other person feel truly seen, valued, and understood. This is where many men falter, believing that they need to speak impressively or dazzle with their intellect. The truth is, women are drawn to men who listen, who engage with them genuinely, and who make them feel like they matter. Charisma is not just about charm. It's about creating a space where others can be themselves, share their stories, and feel respected and heard in this way. Charisma is more than an external trait. It is reflection of inner confidence. When a man embodies both, he doesn't just stand out, he becomes unforgettable. The energy he exudes makes others feel seen and understood, and this is the essence of attraction that goes far beyond the physical. As the Stoic principles guide us, the obstacle on the path becomes the path true. Charisma doesn't seek to impress. It seeks to connect, and in doing so, it becomes the source of lasting, meaningful relationships. To be a man who embodies both confidence and charisma is to possess a power that is both rare and irresistible. It's a combination that doesn't need to announce itself. It simply is. When a man is rooted in his own self-worth and is able to connect with others genuinely, he becomes a force of attraction that is both magnetic and enduring. This is the type of man who wins, not because he seeks to compete or outshine others, but because he remains true to himself and his values. He embodies the old Stoic ideals of inner strength, clarity, and authenticity, which are the foundation for true, lasting attraction. If you want to be this man, the kind WHO commands, attention inspires admiration and attracts the right people into your life. You must start with the foundation of self-respect, unshakable confidence, and the art of authentic connection. Don't wait for the world to validate you. Validate yourself and others will follow. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. How do you embody confidence and charisma in your life? 2. Active listening. Listening isn't just about hearing words. It's about fully engaging in someone's world. Making them feel like what they have to say matters deeply to you in a society where true listeners are few and far between. A man who can genuinely and wholeheartedly listen is incredibly rare, and therefore captivating. Many women have grown used to conversations where they're spoken over or dismissed, often feeling like their words are just filler until the other person can take their turn. This creates a sense of detachment, leaving them feeling unheard and undervalued. But if you listen actively with every fiber of your being focused on her words, you send a message that her thoughts, feelings, and perspectives are not only valid but also deeply important to you. Imagine the impact this kind of listening can have when she opens up about her dreams, fears, or even something as simple as her day-to-day experiences. When you respond with genuine curiosity and care, you're making a powerful emotional connection when you listen without interruption. offering responses that encourage her to delve deeper. You're not just having a conversation. You're creating a sanctuary where she feels valued and appreciated. Women are incredibly perceptive. They can tell when someone is merely waiting for their chance to talk versus truly engaging with what's being said. By giving her your undivided attention, you're not just hearing her words, but showing that you respect and cherish her. As a person, think of how impactful it is when you remember and bring up something she told you. Days or even weeks later, maybe it's a small detail, like a childhood memory, a favorite book, or a dream she has for the future. By recalling these details, you're showing her that what she shares with you doesn't just vanish into the ether. It lingers in your mind because it matters to you. This act of remembering communicates that her words are etched into your thoughts, not because you have to remember them, but because you genuinely care. This level of attentiveness builds an unspoken bond of trust, making her feel seen and understood on a profound level. And here's where the magic of active listening goes even deeper. As she feels more comfortable opening up, she may reveal more intimate details about her inner world, things she doesn't share with just anyone. By allowing her this space, you're strengthening the emotional bond in ways that words alone cannot express. This isn't just about gaining information, it's about building an emotional foundation that fosters intimacy, security, and connection. She begins to feel that with you, she can let her guard down, express her true self, and be vulnerable, knowing you'll respond with empathy, not judgment. Now picture this. What if you could send a carefully crafted message to her, one that resonates so profoundly that it creates an unstoppable attraction, a message that ignites in her an overwhelming desire to be close to you, to feel your presence, and to be captivated by every word you say? These magnetic messages are more than just texts. They're pathways to her heart, stirring emotions and curiosity in ways she can't explain. Imagine her waiting anxiously for your next text, reading over your words again and again, and feeling an undeniable pull toward you. This is the kind of message that reaches beyond the surface and taps into her deeper subconscious emotions, making her think of you constantly, even if she's committed to someone else or has only considered you a friend until now. But here's a word of caution. Once you send this type of message, be prepared for her reaction. She may begin to feel an intense connection and longing for you that wasn't there before. If you're ready to harness this magnetic power and unlock a new level of attraction, click the link below to discover these secret messages that will make her feel more connected, fascinated, and drawn to you than ever before. With these messages, you'll spark a desire in her that she can't ignore, leaving her daydreaming about you, counting down the hours until she can see you again, and feeling an emotional attachment that grows stronger with each interaction. 3. Effective communication. In the modern age, effective communication is the foundation of any meaningful relationship, and men must understand its weight. Communication is not merely the selection of words. It's an art that encompasses how you speak, what you say, and crucially, how you listen. You must speak with purpose, confidence, and clarity while respecting her space and her voice. It's about conveying your ideas and emotions in a manner that demonstrates you respect her thoughts as much as your own. The Stoic teachings of Epictetus have long emphasized the power of measured speech and thought, reminding us that true wisdom comes from controlling our impulses and speaking with purpose. Communication done right creates a safe space where both partners can openly express their thoughts and feelings. Women especially are drawn to men who possess the ability to communicate without the shadow of manipulation or domination. They crave transparency and vulnerability. A man who can articulate his desires, frustrations, and dreams in an honest and non-judgmental manner is a man who stands apart from the crowd. Women appreciate not only words, but the intent behind them. When you share your emotions openly, you invite her to do the same, creating an environment where trust and understanding thrive. It is not just about avoiding misunderstandings or resolving conflicts. It's about nurturing a connection that grows stronger with each conversation. It's about showing her that you hear her, not just listen to her. This connection builds not only intimacy, but also a bond that transcends the ordinary. A.S. Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Similarly, wisdom in communication is not about saying everything, but choosing what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. When faced with conflict, many men react impulsively, but true strength lies in measured responses. When disagreements arise, don't let your ego drive the narrative. Instead, approach her perspective with empathy and understanding in those moments. Avoid the urge to win, and instead seek to understand. The wisdom of Stoicism teaches us that the mature, emotionally intelligent response is often the one that yields peace. Speak with patience, listen with intention, and always seek resolution, not victory, to leave a lasting impression. Let your communication reflect maturity. Avoid distractions, your phone, your wandering thoughts in the moment. Be present. Acknowledge her emotions and thoughts with deep respect. Actively listen and provide thoughtful responses that reflect your understanding. It's not about offering solutions on the spot, but showing empathy and acknowledgement. Let her know you see her struggles and understand her. Point of view words like, "I can understand why you'd feel that way," or "That sounds difficult," might seem simple, but they open doors to deeper emotional intimacy. It is in the act of listening with intention that a powerful connection is forged in every conversation. Be committed to understanding her. This will earn you a place in her heart. The combination of active listening and clear, empathetic communication will create a bond between you that is unshakable. Such communication isn't just attractive. It transforms the dynamic between two people, turning casual interaction into a lasting relationship. The paths of wisdom, Epictetus's teachings, and Stoic principles will guide you to communicate not only more effectively, but more powerfully. This approach will ensure that over time your relationship doesn't just survive, it thrives. So let me challenge you. Don't just listen to respond. Listen to understand, and watch how she responds to your growth. 4. Demonstrate ambition, but without arrogance. If she chooses another man, let her go. This truth might sound harsh, but it's grounded in Stoic wisdom that can guide you toward true happiness. The Stoics taught us that we cannot control other people's actions, only our responses to them. When a woman walks away from you for someone else, it's not a reflection of your worth. It's a reminder that life moves in unpredictable ways, and we must learn to accept that. With grace and strength, Stoic principles urge us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. Letting go of someone who no longer sees your value is the ultimate act of self-respect, rooted in the iron mind that the Stoics cultivated. When you release attachment to something you cannot change, you free yourself to move forward with confidence and resilience in the pursuit of happiness. One of the key elements is ambition, but not the kind driven by arrogance. Women are often drawn to men who have a clear sense of purpose and direction. Ambition, when coupled with humility, radiates a confidence that is deeply attractive. This is a quality of an old Stoic, a man who knows exactly where he's going and is unshaken by the distractions of ego. When you show a woman that you have a life full of goals and meaning, beyond the relationship, she sees that you are someone who is not reliant on her for validation. A man with ambition, Chu, is actively working towards meaningful goals, demonstrates resilience, a trait that makes him an anchor in life's unpredictable storms. But don't mistake ambition for arrogance. True ambition is not about boasting about your successes or seeking constant admiration. It's about being silently driven, letting your actions speak louder than your words. This is what makes ambition attractive to women. It's not about flashing your achievements. It's about doing what matters to you with purpose and integrity. An iron mind doesn't need to prove itself constantly. It simply moves forward with quiet strength. As you pursue your goals, let the woman in your life see your ambition through your actions, not through constant self-promotion. She will be drawn to the man who is confident in his own path, who doesn't need the world to applaud him. At every turn, ambition however, is not limited to professional success alone. A true Stoic knows that the journey towards self-improvement is lifelong and multifaceted. Women are just as impressed by men who invest in their personal growth, whether it's through spirituality, developing meaningful relationships, or pursuing hobbies that enrich the soul. A man who is continuously growing not just in his career but in all areas of his life demonstrates depth and character. He is someone who values progress, not just in wealth or status, but in becoming a well-rounded, fulfilled individual. This resonates with the Stoic philosophy of constantly striving for virtue and wisdom. The iron mind of a Stoic understands balance while it's crucial to showcase your own ambitions. It's equally important to support the ambitions of others, especially those of the woman you care for. A strong, healthy relationship is built on mutual growth and shared goals. Don't just talk about your passions, ask her about hers. Take a genuine interest in her dreams, her aspirations, and what makes her feel alive when both partners are engaged in self-improvement. They create an environment of support and encouragement. This mutual respect for each other's growth strengthens the bond between you, making the relationship more than just a union of two people. It becomes a partnership where both individuals lift each other up, rather than compete for dominance. There is power in the art of listening, a skill that the Stoics mastered. Long before it became fashionable, when you express interest in her goals and aspirations, you open the door to deeper connection. It's not just about sharing your ambitions, but also listening and being present for hers. This kind of genuine exchange leads to a stronger bond. A bond where both individuals are inspired to push each other forward. It creates a foundation of mutual respect where both partners grow, not only as individuals, but as a team in practice. This means talking about your goals and passions authentically. Don't exaggerate or embellish. Let her see who you truly are and what drives you at the same time. Be open and vulnerable enough to invite her to share her dreams with you. It's in this shared vulnerability that true connection is made. Women want to feel inspired, and nothing is more inspiring than a man who pursues his goals with the integrity of an old Stoic, steadfast, humble, and unyielding in his commitment to growth. In the end, if she chooses someone else, let her go. This is the Stoic mindset, not clinging to what you cannot control, but embracing what you can. Your own personal growth, your own path, and your own happiness ambition, when tempered with humility, is a powerful tool that can help you build a life that is meaningful and attractive. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters when you pursue your goals with integrity and humility. When you embrace life's challenges with an iron mind, and when you allow your ambition to speak through your actions, you will find that happiness follows naturally." 5. Intelligent humor. Humor is one of the most captivating traits a man can possess. But it's not just about telling jokes or cracking wise. Women, like everyone else, appreciate a partner who can make them laugh, someone whose wit and charm can brighten their day. The type of humor that resonates deeply with women isn't about trying too hard to impress or relying on outdated cliches. It's intelligent and spontaneous, something that arises naturally in conversation. When you can make her laugh effortlessly, you're doing more than just sharing a joke. You're creating a connection. It's an invitation for her to relax, to let her guard down, and to feel. Safe humor, when delivered with authenticity and a light touch, activates trust and emotional bonding, two essential ingredients for deepening a relationship. It's not just about entertaining her. It's about showing that you can find joy in life, that you don't take yourself too seriously, and that you can roll with the punches even when life throws its curveballs. This is where Stoicism and practical Stoicism can become invaluable. By mastering Stoic rules, you learn to approach life with resilience and an optimistic outlook, which reflects in your sense of humor. A man who can maintain a calm demeanor, handle stress without cracking under pressure, and approach challenges with a level-headed mindset is magnetic. These are qualities that women find irresistible, not because they are constantly smiling or joking, but because they project a sense of security and emotional stability. Humor becomes a natural extension of this mindset. It's the ability to laugh at yourself and at life's absurdities, to turn even a mundane or awkward situation into a moment of shared joy. This is not forced humor, nor is it humor meant to cover up insecurity. Instead, it's the kind of humor that arises from the acceptance of life's ups and downs. A well-timed, witty remark can make her smile. And when it feels natural, it builds an emotional bond. The no words alone can create the impact of humor goes beyond just making her laugh in the moment. It's about creating memories and a unique connection that she will remember. Long after the conversation ends, a simple spontaneous observation about something funny in your environment can spark genuine laughter. It's not about trying to be the life of the party or constantly cracking jokes instead. It's about being in tune with the moment, noticing little details others might miss, and sharing them in a way that makes her feel seen and understood. These small moments of joy build rapport and create a sense of comfort that invites deeper emotional intimacy. The more you can make her feel safe, understood, and connected through humor, the stronger the foundation for a lasting relationship. This is where understanding Stoic happiness and the practical Stoicism approach can enhance your ability to connect. By practicing Stoic principles, you learn to find joy and meaning in the present moment, which naturally enhances your sense of humor. Think about how women react to a man who is able to balance confidence with humility when you're not afraid to be yourself, not afraid to share your authentic self through humor. It makes her feel comfortable and unguarded around you. She doesn't need you to be perfect, but she does want you to be genuine. Humor is one of the easiest ways to show this when you're confident in your ability to make light of a situation without forcing. You send a message that you're someone who is comfortable in your own skin that's magnetic. It shows that you can be playful but also serious when the moment calls for it. A man who knows when to laugh and when to be thoughtful or deep is someone women want to be around, someone they can see themselves spending time with. Not just for a few laughs, but for the long haul. That kind of emotional depth combined with humor creates a lasting attraction. This connection isn't just about the big moments or the flashy gestures. It's the small everyday moments where your sense of humor shines. Picture yourself in a situation where things might be tense or uncomfortable. A lighthearted remark or a playful comment can diffuse the tension, making her feel more at ease, more connected to you. These moments accumulate over time, building a bond based on laughter, trust, and a shared understanding of each other's rhythms. And while humor can lighten the mood, it also deepens your emotional connection. Women are drawn to men who can make them laugh, but they're equally drawn to men who make them feel seen, heard, and understood. When you can combine humor with emotional intelligence, you become a man who is not just attractive for a moment, but captivating over time in today's fast-paced, high-pressure world. A man who can make a woman laugh is a rare and valuable find. The ability to bring humor into everyday situations shows a certain mastery over your emotions and outlook on life. This doesn't mean you should be cracking jokes 24/7 or trying to be the comedian in the room. It means you should learn to recognize the moments when humor can bring joy or lightness to the situation. With practical stoicism, you understand that life is full of challenges, but you also know that it's your ability to approach those challenges with humor, grace, and resilience that defines you. As a strong, attractive partner, humor creates a foundation of comfort and trust. It's the glue that holds you together when life gets tough. Women are looking for someone who can laugh through the hard times, who can make them feel safe and comfortable enough to laugh. So what's the takeaway here? Don't force it. Don't try to be someone you're not. Instead, focus on being present, being aware of the moments around you, and allowing humor to flow naturally. Avoid humor that feels pressured or forced, as this will only make you seem insecure. Instead, be confident in your ability to find joy in the simplest moments. This is what will draw her to you. And remember, humor is not just about the jokes you tell. It's about the connection you create when you master this. You'll not only be a man who can make her laugh, but a man who makes her feel seen, heard, and understood. This is what makes you irresistibly attractive, and it's what will keep her coming back for more. 6. Emotional intelligence and empathy. In the modern world, emotional intelligence EQ stands as one of the most potent yet often overlooked traits that will draw people to you, particularly women. It's the ability to not only recognize and understand your own emotions, but to also recognize and empathize with the emotions of others. This is a powerful skill that allows you to connect deeply, forging bonds that go beyond superficial interactions. Women are inherently attracted to men who are emotionally intelligent because it demonstrates maturity, self-awareness, and an understanding of the nuances of human relationships. Emotional intelligence allows you to handle life's challenges, whether personal or professional. With grace and composure, you are able to manage your emotions effectively and crucially respond to others' emotions in a way that shows empathy and respect. Imagine being able to navigate the stress of a difficult conversation or resolve conflict without escalating the situation. This is exactly what women look for in a partner, someone who can stay calm, patient, and poised under pressure. But what exactly is empathy, and why does it matter? Empathy, a core component of emotional intelligence, is the ability to genuinely understand and connect with the emotions of others. Women deeply value a man who can step into their shoes, whether they're going through a challenging time or celebrating a triumph. When you show that you care about what someone is feeling, it fosters a sense of trust, respect, and comfort. Imagine being the person she turns to when the world feels heavy, or when she needs a partner to share in her joy and success. That level of emotional connection is rare, and it's something women find profoundly attractive. Empathy isn't just about offering a comforting word during tough times. It's also about sharing in her victories with genuine enthusiasm and excitement. This is the kind of partnership where open, honest communication flows naturally, and both partners feel supported, understood, and deeply respected. By honing your emotional intelligence, you cultivate a deep awareness of not only your own feelings, but also the emotional landscape of those around you. This heightened sensitivity enriches your relationships and allows you to build stronger, more meaningful connections. Women appreciate a man who can recognize their emotional needs and strike the right balance between offering support, giving space, and providing encouragement. This sensitivity doesn't make you weak. It makes you strong. When you are emotionally aware, you are in control of your reactions and responses. It's the ultimate demonstration of Stoic control. You don't let the chaos of the world shake you, and as a result, people, particularly women, find you more trustworthy and dependable. However, emotional intelligence isn't a one-time achievement. It's a practice. It's something you must continuously refine and nurture throughout your life. You don't just get it and stop there. You must actively work to understand your emotions, recognize your triggers, and develop the resilience to respond with maturity. This process aligns closely with the Stoic rules that teach the value of self-mastery. Practicing practical stoicism isn't about suppressing your emotions. It's about managing them in a way that promotes calmness, clarity, and control. When you master this skill, you open the door to creating deeper, more fulfilling relationships. Women are drawn to men who are able to stay grounded even when life presents its inevitable challenges. This kind of emotional maturity is incredibly attractive and sets you apart from the crowd. As you continue to grow in your emotional intelligence, you also begin to cultivate a greater sense of self-awareness. This self-awareness allows you to tune into the needs of those around you with precision. It's no longer just about reacting to situations. It's about understanding them from all angles. Women are looking for a man who can navigate their complexities, someone who doesn't just listen, but who genuinely understands. When you can offer that kind of emotional support, it creates a sense of safety and trust in the relationship. It builds a space where both individuals feel heard, validated, and valued. In today's world, where so many relationships can feel rushed or transactional, women are seeking something real, something authentic. This is where emotional intelligence becomes a game changer. It's the secret weapon that transforms interactions, turning them into meaningful connections. Women want a man who can offer them more than just surface-level attention. They want someone who sees them, understands them, and values their emotions. When you bring emotional intelligence into your life, you become that man. It's not just about impressing women. It's about cultivating genuine, authentic relationships that stand the test of time. Stoic principles teach us that emotional mastery isn't about being unaffected by the world around us. Instead, it's about understanding that we can control how we react. No matter the circumstances, practical stoicism calls on us to focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot in relationships. This principle is invaluable. You cannot control how others feel, but you can control your response when you practice emotional intelligence. You harness this power to stay grounded in the face of emotional turbulence. You become the calm in the storm, the steady force that provides stability and support to those around you. The importance of emotional intelligence and empathy cannot be overstated. When you take the time to develop these qualities, you unlock the potential to create deeper, more fulfilling connections. You begin to understand not just your own emotional landscape, but that of those around you. This level of understanding makes you a more attractive partner and a more capable person. Overall, women don't just want a man who can provide stability. They want someone who can connect with them on a deep emotional level. By cultivating emotional intelligence, you become that man. This is the foundation for lasting, meaningful relationships. Embrace this journey of emotional growth, and you will find that the relationships you build are not only more fulfilling, but also more resilient. They will stand the test of time because they are rooted in understanding, respect, and a deep emotional connection that transcends the superficial. Ultimately, emotional intelligence is the bedrock upon which strong, lasting relationships are built. It's not just about being in tune with your own emotions, but also about understanding those of others, especially the women in your life. By practicing emotional intelligence, you are engaging in a lifelong process of growth that not only makes you a better partner, but a better individual. Cultivating this awareness, empathy, and understanding will set you on the path to deeper, more authentic relationships that leave a lasting positive impact on everyone you encounter. If you're truly committed to mastering this skill, you'll find that the connections you forge will be more meaningful, more fulfilling, and more resilient. The work you put into understanding and practicing emotional intelligence will pay off in ways you never imagined, transforming both your personal relationships and your life. As a whole conclusion, 99.9% of girls will chase you like crazy after learning this hack. Old Stoic wisdom. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey to mastering the art of attraction and connection. I'm really glad you stayed with us until the end, and I hope you're walking away with some powerful insights that you can actually start applying in your life. Right now, when it comes to attracting others, it's not about playing games or pretending to be something you're not. It's about being grounded in WHO. You are taking control of your own life and following the wisdom that stood the test of time. The Stoic principles we discussed today have been used by some of history's most respected thinkers. And if you take them seriously, they can transform the way you approach relationships and interactions with others. But here's the thing. Knowledge is only powerful when you apply it. So, what have you learned so far? What stuck with you the most from today's video? I'd love to hear your thoughts and stories. Drop a comment below and share one thing that really resonated with you and how you're planning to put that into practice in your own life moving forward. It doesn't matter if it's a small shift in mindset or a huge breakthrough moment. Every step counts. If this video gave you something valuable, please make sure to leave a like, share it with someone you think might benefit from it, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date with more content like this. Every single one of you is capable of creating lasting, genuine connections, but it starts with being true to yourself and embracing the principles that lead to real, authentic attraction. Thank you again for watching, and as always, keep growing, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next one.